and welcome to episode 2 of the Gifts of Pure Consciousness. I hope you all are doing well. Before we dive in today, I want to share a quick update. Since the last episode, I have taken some time to reflect on the format of the series. With the attention spans steadily declining, let's be real, a 30-minute episode doesn't feel practical. The truth is, we are all consuming so much entertainment media these days, and most people simply don't have the bandwidth or willingness to absorb content that actually helps them grow. Because we are conditioned to seek escape through endless reels, movies, and distractions that offer momentary relief, but not real transformation. So here's what I'm going to do moving forward. Each episode will now be shorter, around 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most. Short, focused, and to the point. That way, even if life is pulling you in 100 directions, you still have space to receive something real, something valuable. Because growth doesn't have to be long, it just has to be honest. My name is Utkarsh, your humble host on this journey that we began on April 29th and this beautiful year, 2025. A year full of promise and of growth. This space is for upliftment and for evolving as conscious human beings together. Now let me briefly recap why this series exists. At its core, I'm simply sharing my transformation journey, offering knowledge and wisdom that I feel is deeply missing from our modern lives. My mission is clear: to help you move from a life of chaos and distress to a space of peace, clarity, and emotional stability. Through this channel, I want to equip you with practical tools that will help you regulate your nervous system, help you to navigate life challenges in grace, and will connect you to ancient yogic wisdom that I have found can turn regular people into superhumans. A superhuman who senses energies, creates shields, and walks forward with attention, one step at a time. In today's episode, we're diving into three key themes: the foundational power of discipline and consistency. Second is personal accountability over victimhood in my own yoga journey. A life-changing revelation about energy channels or nadis. Let's begin. Discipline and consistency. These are not just two motivation buzzwords. These are literally spiritual technologies. Without them, we remain scattered. With them, we become centered, rooted, and resilient. When I first committed to a disciplined routine, I struggled. There were days I didn't want to get up, days when old patterns pulled me down, days when I questioned it all. But then something shifted. I stopped asking, why isn't my life stable? And started asking, what can I do to create stability? And that shift changed everything. The moment I chose discipline, clarity began to follow. The more consistent I became, the more grounded I felt. Remember this: discipline is driven by willpower and intention. Consistency is fueled by habit and repetition. It's your personal choice. Like I said in the previous episode, your struggle must churn and grind you until you don't even know why you feel so lost anymore. If you're that deep in the ditch, these tools, these practices can save your life and purify your soul. Now let's go deeper. Now we're going to explore the power of yogic wisdom through the concept of nadis. Yogic scriptures say the subtlest governs the gross. In other words, the unseen shapes the seen. Inside the spiral of your spine lies the doorway to the divine. The human spine is not just a structure, it's a sacred staircase, a path of consciousness rising towards liberation. Yogic texts speak of 72,000 nadis, invisible energy channels through which prana or life force flows. Where these nadis intersect, we find the chakras, energetic centers that govern our emotional and spiritual well-being. They are not physical organs, but they are real. Because what is psychological shapes what is physical. Just as our thoughts shape our emotions, our energy shapes our lives. Traditionally, these are 6 main chakras from Muladhara at the base of the spine to Ajna between the eyebrows. When these centers are blocked, we feel fear, confusion, and instability. But when Kundalini rises, she clears and activates them. With each chakra she pierces, your perception sharpens, your intuition awakens, and your energy stabilizes. This isn't fantasy, this is transformation. Now let's talk about three Granthis, the energetic knots on the path of awakening. They are number one, Brahma Granthi, the knot of inertia. Located at the base of the spine, it holds fear, laziness, and resistance. When you pierce it, you become grounded, disciplined, and unshakable. As the Shiva Puran says, until the base knot is broken, the seeker wanders in illusion. Second is the Vishnu Granthi, the knot of emotional attachment. It's found in the heart. It binds us through the ego, the fear of loss, and old emotional stories. When pierced, the heart opens, devotion arises, and the ego softens. In the heart of the yogi, when purity blooms, the God begins to whisper. Third one is Rudra Granthi, the knot of illusion and duality. Very important. Located at the third eye, it is the illusion of separation, the I and the you. When this knot dissolves, the ego melts away. Only oneness remains. When the Rudra knot dissolves, the yogi enters the fire of awareness. Now notice how all these knots speak about the ego and the journey of dissolving it. Ego is such a small word, just 3 letters, but it's one of the most misunderstood ideas in our society. Once you explore it deeply as an aware and a truly empathic person, you'll never see it again the same way. I wrote a short piece on this. The link is in description. It's a 7-minute read on my Medium profile. I truly believe that it will shift your understanding. As you go through each category of ego, you'll begin to remember some people, those who have hurt you, misunderstood you, and also made your life difficult. And you'll also see them not as villains, but as mirrors. It's wild how little we are taught about the things that shape us the most. But this is what helps us grow. This is how we evolve. And we are just getting started, basically. The gifts of consciousness are lining up to help you rise into your most powerful self. Now, for a moment, let's return to chakras. After Ajna, the third eye, comes the final ascent, the crown chakra, Sahasrara. It's described as the cremation ground of the ego, where the separate cells burns away. Only unity remains. This is not a place, but a state of consciousness, where there is no I or you, only one. The journey up the spine is not straight, it spirals through effort, through grace, through discipline, and surrender. When Kundalini is finally reaching the crown, you are becoming silent, eternal, and untouched. Here's the key takeaway from today's episode. You are not just a body with a spine. You are a soul, sacred with a map. Your pain, your grief, your trauma, they aren't here to break you. They are here to wake you. It's not your fault, but it's your choice to rise, to walk the path of consciousness, to return home, and be whole again. I pray you find the strength, the courage, and the wisdom to keep going. This is it for today. I wish to record more short form content as we go along with the upcoming episodes. For now, this is all I wanted to share. That's everything for episode 2. Until we meet again. Namaste.